Good morning, dear students. I am teaching chapter 6 and name of the chapter 6 the combustion and flame. Combustion and flame. Combustion and flame. So, in this we will start with activity 6.2. In 6.2, activity 6.2, fix a candle on a table with smooth table top. Light the candle and observe the flame. So now take a white glass tube. So I will start with activity 6.2. In activity 6.2, fix a candle on a table with smooth table top and light the candle and observe the flame. Now take a white glass tube, open at both ends or a glass chimney and place it as shown in the figure 6.2b. Observe the candle flame carefully. Now place a china plate on the upper end of a glass tube. Observe the candle flame carefully. You will notice that in case of figure 6.2a, the candle burns freely, producing a steady flame, and why it happens? Because it requires supply of air in form of atmosphere. Supply of air from the atmosphere, and in second case in the diagram 6.2b, the candle flame flicker and burns with a sooty flame, and it is because there is insufficient supply of air because of the chimney. And in case of figure 6.2c, the candle goes off and it is because the supply of air is completely cut off and hence the combustion stop. So when supply of air will stop, then obviously it will not burn. So we can say that air is necessary for burning. And from the above observation, we can conclude that air is necessary for burning or air is necessary for combustion. You must remember that air contains 21% of oxygen by its volume, and which is the supporter of combustion, and in air 78% of nitrogen present and 1% of the noble gases by volume do not support combustion, and in fact of nitrogen moderates the rate of combustion. It increases the rate of combustion, and in pure oxygen the substance will burn 5 times faster than in air. Supporter of combustion. A substance is generally air or oxygen which helps in the combustion of a combustible material is called a supporter of combustion. Did you know combustion can take place in the absence of air? And for example, sodium burns in the atmosphere of chlorine. Sodium and potassium burn in water. In fact, combustion is an oxidation process in which chlorine, fluorine, bromine, sulfur, etc. could be the oxidizing agents. And similarly, combustion in case of firecrackers and all kinds of explosive takes place in the absence of air, and there is an internal supply of oxygen due to the decomposition of oxidizing agents such as potassium chlorate, potassium nitrate, etc. Examples to prove that supporter of combustion is necessary for the combustion of a material. So when sand is poured over some burning material, the fire goes off. Why it happens? Because supply of air which supports the combustion is cut off. If the clothes of a person catch fire, he is immediately wrapped in a thick blanket. The blanket cut off the supply of air, that is the supporter of combustion, and hence the fire put off. Let us perform another activity to learn more about combustion. Take 2 paper cups similar to the cups on tea or coffee vending machines and half fill one cup with water and keep the other cup empty. By holding the cups with your hand, position them on a flame of a spirit lamp or burning candle as shown in figure 6.4. Record your observations. You will observe that empty paper cup catches fire and the paper cup containing water does not catch fire and can be held for a long time on the flame. Why? In case of empty paper cup, the temperature of the paper rises sharply till a stage comes when it catches fire, and in case of paper cup with water, the temperature does not rise as water absorbs heat, so it does not catch fire. And from the above activity, we conclude that some minimum temperature is essential for a combustible substances and before it catches fire, and this minimum temperature is called the ignition temperature. Definition: what is the ignition temperature? What is the definition of ignition temperature? The minimum temperature to which a combustible substance must be heated before it catches fire is called ignition temperature or kindling temperature. Ignition temperature of phosphorus is 35 degrees Celsius. So unless the phosphorus is heated to 35 degrees Celsius, it will not catch fire. However, if temperature of air is 35 degrees Celsius or more, phosphorus will catch fire without heating. Inflammable substances. What is the inflammable substances? The substances which have low ignition temperature, generally less than 100 degrees Celsius, are called the inflammable substances. Examples: alcohol, ether, carbon disulfide, petrol, benzene, LPG, synthetic fibers are the inflammable substances on account of their low ignition temperature. Examples to prove that excess supply of supporter of combustion leads to the complete combustion. Ordinarily, kerosene oil burns in air with a yellow flame and it produces a lot of smoke. However, in the pressure kerosene oil stoves, the kerosene oil vapor coming out of the nozzle of the burner under high pressure and suck in large amount of air. Thus, they burn completely, producing blue flame. Similarly, in a kerosene oil wick stove is the perforated iron cylindrical is placed around burning wicks and the air continuously flows through these holes and hence make the kerosene oil vapors burn completely, thereby producing blue flame. And a special iron gate is fixed in a angeethi in which coal or soft coke or charcoal or a small piece of wood are burnt. The gaps in the iron grate allow to the air to freely move through the burning combustible material and hence sustain combustion. Different examples to prove that ignition temperature is necessary for combustion. We can boil water in a paper cup on a spirit lamp. It is because the heat energy supplied to paper cup rapidly passes on to water. Thus, ignition temperature of paper is not achieved and hence it does not catch fire. When water is poured over burning wood, the fire dies. It is because water absorbs a large amount of heat energy, with the result that the temperature of the wood falls below its ignition temperature. Thus, the fire dies. This is basic principle of extinguishing common fires. And flame of burning candle goes off because when it blows over it strongly, it is because the air current lowers the temperature of the burning wax vapors below their ignition point. Thus, the flame goes off. And a burning matchstick can ignite a small splint of wood but not a log of wood. It is because the small splint of wood has fairly sharp and rough edges. When the burning matchstick is held close to any of its sharp edges, the temperature of edge rises above the ignition temperature of the wood. Thus, the splint catches fire. And in case of a log of wood, the heat energy supplied by the burning matchstick is insufficient to raise its temperature above the ignition temperature, thus the log of wood does not catch fire. During extreme heat in summer, the grass and fallen leaves are extremely dry. If there is a tiny spark, maybe by the rubbing of grasses or the lighting, then you can see that when it will catch fire. The fire spreads very rapidly to trees and no time to vast area of forest is on fire, which is very difficult to control. So now we can stop such fires occurring due to the natural causes. Many of the forest fire caused by the human negligence. The people living in a forest do not cover the fire after cooking or carelessly throw the burning butt of a cigarette or beady in dry grass, which leads to the forest fire. It is very essential for the people living in a forest or a casual city, people who go for picnic in the forest, to cover the fire after cooking their meals. So till here you will take revision.